everyone, it's Ivory, and thank you so much for watching Astral Ivory. I'm really excited to bring in this being for you guys today. Her name is Josie P. She's actually an extraterrestrial being, and of course, we do have the amazing Amber who will be channeling her for us today. And I'm so excited to bring her in. She is super spunky, super sassy, and so awesome to have around. And it was really funny because I had actually asked Jason Adkins, who is an amazing artist. I asked him to draw a being named JDL for me, and instead, Josie P pretty much just took over. He felt her energy, and he ended up with this beautiful drawing. And she has a lot to say. So we're going to go ahead and bring her in. And Jason, thank you so much. You did such an amazing job. Jason Adkins, everybody, go ahead. Please check him out. And alrighty, we'll go ahead and get this started. Okay, let's go. Hey, Amber.
How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. I like the little microphone.
Thanks. It's huge, huh? And I tried to change the background a bit. I'm just so tired of the white. And I'm just so tired of just looking at the same friggin' thing all the time. So I hope this works. Do we have Josie P?
She's on her way. She's kind of strolling very slowly.
Oh my gosh, she's taking her time.
It's like she's on a runway and she's just like
oh my gosh. Okay. Oh,
just so you know, she stopped walking. She's waiting for her entrance. I was halfway on her way. She's like, "Oh, you're not getting this? Okay, let me just this way." Okay, well, she's very much a character. She's asking me to summarize her. She doesn't even want to be like, "Oh, this is what it's like." No, talk about me. She's unapologetically herself. It's she's not afraid to express herself in weird ways. She is very much a free spirit, even on her planet. She doesn't really conform to rules. She's kind of more rebellious in nature. She likes to travel, space travel. She likes to adventure. She likes to go to places that are seldom explored. So she basically her thing is kind of to break the rules. This is what she likes. Not in a serious way, but just when it comes to exploration and things that.
She's a rebel. She's her own person. Goes against the grain of other ETs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, can you describe what planet or galaxy you're from?
She'll explain what it looks like. It's basically a cluster of these they almost look like white stars. It's a cluster, and then it's kind of slowly. It's in this kind of shape, whatever shape that is. I don't know. But there's a big cluster here, and then they kind of sprinkle off. But now she's showing me something else, specific homes. It could be where she's currently staying, where it's when she travels, where it's pods are connected. So they're just kind of floating in space. Oh, okay. It's based off of what her actual planetary home looks like. So it's the home looks like that, but where they're staying was crafted in the same kind of design, but they're just space pods.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
Sorry, that went over my head.
It's like when you live in a boat, but this is in space.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of them, and they're all connected by these tubes that are kind of hallways. So it's a house. It's a whole apartment structure, but it's floating in space, and each little pod is home. And there's a tube connecting to another one, and it's in the same kind of shape as her galaxy. So it's almost if somebody here created apartments or whatever, a space apartment based off of the Milky Way, and had the major pieces. So just visually looks the same,
Oh, okay. So these are actually these are actual space pods. It's not planets connected to each other.
Right. These are actual little floating homes, a little travel apartment. I guess right now, she's like, I'm in between places. So right now, she's not connected to her planet. She's not necessarily living there. She's just kind of like on an exploration with a bunch of people. She's on like some sort of mission.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, okay. What is your mission?
it's confidential.
It's classified. Okay. I thought I was gonna get that answer. Okay. So do you have like a name for your planet or your space pods?
um, she's such a smartass. She's like, my space pod is called a home.
But
um,
does home have a name?
her the spacecraft in general. Oh, that yeah, I'm not supposed to. Well, the actual name of it isn't supposed to be out, but there's like a nickname or something that can be said, and it's something like Yesenia.
Yesenia?
Yeah, something like that. Yesepia, Yesenia.
Okay.
She's like Josie P.
Josie P. Okay. She likes to add initials at the end.
um, she's part um, she's part Palladian, and she really likes that, which is why the last initial is a P.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're part Pleiadian. And what else are you?
Post Chuzke or something like that. It's a type of like white alien, but their skin looks like marble.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Cool.
they're really interesting looking. They tend to be a little bit more like petite though. Um, she has like a whole bunch of different kind of genes in her. Um, she has a tall white gene, so it's like with that plus the Palladian makes her tall. Her complexion kind of happens from that marble species. Um, she's a few other things, but she's saying that it's like very minimal, so it's not worth discussing. It's almost like if you were like 3% of an ethnicity or something, Um,
Okay.
their genes work a little bit differently. Um, so the way that everything kind of pieces together, it's more energetic. So they have the ability to choose the aspects of each thing that fit them
Uh-huh.
as an individual, or like as an energy. So it's almost like they're able to piece themselves together.
Oh, okay. So she got to choose how she looked? Or am I off?
Well, yes and no. I mean, kind of, it's like what she's made out of. So instead of
Ah,
it being like more physical,
physical.
it's more like
Like
inside.
inside.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so maybe I misunderstood before. So she's not like a cousin of the Pleiadian. She's actually part Pleiadian.
Technically, with the planet that she's currently on, so like with the beings that she's currently with, would be a cousin of theirs, and that's who they associate themselves with.
Okay.
Um, it's almost like even if your ethnicity is like, I don't know, like if you're African but you're living in the US, even though your descendants came from Africa, you still identify as an
Okay.
American. It's kind of like that.
Okay. And so she's like, what was it? Cusco? Chusco?
Something like that.
Chusco?
I don't know. Something.
Um o- only because I'm gonna want to like put a name. Does she maybe want to give like one of her
It,
special
it,
names for it?
the spelling is like Chzuke, I think.
Chzuke. Okay.
Yeah.
Chuzke. Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll figure out how to pronounce it. Okay. So she's like part Chuzke and then part
Uh-huh.
Pleiadian,
And she's a tall white.
tall white. Okay. Okay. So there's like
And she's a couple other things. She's like five or
five altogether.
six.
Okay. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, you actually look very Pleiadian. I mean, you're absolutely gorgeous, and you know that. And because you actually, her face looks really similar to Pleiadians from what we've seen and everything that we can pretty much just Google. But So do you also have like 10 fingers, 10 toes, or is it like can you describe like your anatomy? Is it similar to humans at all?
Um, I want to say she has 4 fingers. And they're very kind of long. Since she's very much like an energy being, it's her anatomy is pretty similar to humans, but her torso is more like her whole rib cage and like torso is just very like it's a weird shape. Instead of being like an hourglass or something, it's like a weird elongated
So
like
just
sucks
like
in.
straight, just like almost like a
No,
stick?
it sucks in like an
Oh.
hourglass would be, but it's like more exaggerated and like
Oh, okay.
kind of more honoring the shape of like how our spine looks with our rib cage. So like how our bones look instead of having muscles on it, it just like sucks in.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
they have very prominent um, like spinal little bumps on your spine. I forgot what they're called, but they're very prominent. So they have very large like, bumps on their back. Um, it's interesting because she's such there's so much energy connected to her. She can kind of change things as she wants to. She can kind
Mm.
of shrink. I went up. She can either shrink or grow as she wants to. So like her fingers, can become really long. She's showing me her fingers. I think she just likes them a lot. Like I just gotta. This has got my nails
He
done.
nails that.
So there's a lot she could do with her fingers. It's really interesting. Um, I want to say that's kind of how she personally connects with people is to
Mm.
just kind of like it looks like at the end of her finger there's like a little blue marble, almost like a um, water droplet, and she'll just like reach it, like grows, and she'll like reach it into somebody's. What she reach it into? It's like the crown of their head, She'll just kind of reach it into there, like dips it,
Uh-huh.
and she's able to get like a download of that person.
Oh, so I don't know if this is you, but lately, since yesterday, I've been feeling this strong like pain in this area. And I usually don't feel that, but typically I do associate it with some kind of an alien. Is that you? Because
Yes,
you
she's like wiggling your like finger
this
in your head.
it hurts. Like so you're trying to download my info?
I think she wanted to be prepared for today, so she just wanted to know what you were thinking.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all about you. Um, okay, so like would you say that you use your astral body more often than your physical body? So your physical is
Yeah,
only like if you have to be like in our 3D realm, you mean?
right.
Or
Yeah,
in a realm that needs a body?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Or if she needs to be like grounded in a on specific missions
Mm.
and on specific ships that have like are traveling. I don't know. It's like with airplanes.
Uh-huh.
It's like um, with a helicopter, you need to do one thing. You could just sit there, not a big deal. Whereas with like an airplane, it just is different. It's a whole different experience. So it's kind of the same thing where it's like sometimes she's fine in her energetic form. There's like two different kind of like body suits. There's one that's kind of very light, but just enough to keep you kind of grounded to like the little space pods.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the thicker skin, which is needed for like really far travel. That's like really fast, to really like stay grounded
Oh.
in the ship. So when she goes on those kinds of expeditions, then she'll need the that kind of suit, but she doesn't like it.
Why?
She says it just smells.
It
It
smells.
just smells like stale, and it's just like cold and like heavy. She doesn't like it.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so what Jason drew, was that like the face of like one of your suits, or was that like your energetic body?
That's
Or
her energetic body.
okay. Well, how do your
Her
suits look?
her like the light suit that she has is more of like a body armor that better molds her energy as to what she looks like. So in that picture, she was wearing that body armor just to make it clear.
Okay.
Because when she's in her like energetic form, it's just like it's like she's constantly under a waterfall. It's like all this like light and
Uh,
like what I'm saying. So that body armor just makes it a little bit clearer. But it's still her true form.
Oh, okay. And so that body armor, it's not like, because I'm thinking like, like Knight of the Round Table is kind of like a body armor, or like, do you mean it's kind of like our flesh, so it's like fleshy and like you have like gooey
It's more
eyeballs
like
and
a shirt. It's like a bodysuit.
oh, okay. So like, does she have like flesh? Is it like, is the suit made up of flesh or is it more like material or?
This that is the suit's made up of material,
Uh-huh.
which naturally like it's a specific like element or something. It's made of out of a specific substance that allows her energy to harden in a way, so
Oh.
it's not so fluid. It's just kind of like it's like bringing water to ice a little bit, you know.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
kind of like hardening and solidifying it a
That's
little.
so cool. Okay. Would somebody be able to actually physically touch you in that suit in your ice form?
um, yes, however, it's still very delicate.
Okay. Okay.
Like in the thick bodysuit, you know, you could touch it, that's fine. But in that state, it's still very delicate.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a sheet of ice, you know. So it's like it's not meant to be like poked
Like
around.
poked around.
But yeah.
Okay. But then like the thicker bodysuit, like would you be able to go in like Earth's atmosphere and like walk around, or would that be just too much for the suit?
There's like a specific the gravity is too heavy
Hmm.
for them to walk around in that suit. If there is an alien walking around in a suit, it's like a even higher level suit. That's like very. That's not a common suit to have. You know, it's like a very special. You have to be like high in their like system. You know,
Oh.
to be approved to have one of those.
Oh, okay. So have any of your people in the high like in the higher system, have they gone to Earth and used one of those suits?
um, she knows of people that have been here in the suits. Yeah, but it's kind of a different system than what she's doing. The specific like group that she does things with has have a different purpose than that group would. It's just like a friend or like a friend's cousin or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. If you were in one of your suits, would you be able to reproduce in a physical way?